Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Kabootop, so welcome to another Star Citizen video. Patch 4.1.1 dropped today, and I instantly got on those VAUGHN missions to show you guys if they've been nerfed, buffed, and let me tell you a quick thing, they've definitely been buffed. Our Galderine repeaters have got a buff, meaning that we have 131 rounds in each of them, making it a total of over 500 rounds in just one mag in the Taurus. So make sure to go grab yours, as we're going to be jumping into VAUGHN today using the orange creamsicle. Enjoy. Some of you guys might be wondering what VAUGHN missions are, and let me explain it to you. But for those of you guys that have seen these videos and complain and get mad that I make so many videos on VAUGHN missions, let me just tell you guys this. Not only is it the best way of making money, but every single patch is different. We don't know if they shadow nerfed it, shadow buffed it, whatever it is. So that's why every patch I make a couple videos on VAUGHN to see if it's still the best money method. So without further ado, open up your Mobi-Glass and let me show you what to do. Head on over to your contracts menu when you guys are around the Crusader planet. You guys have to be around Crusader or around Hurston, but make sure you are at either one of those. You have to be there. You cannot be anywhere else. Right now, I'm at Seraphim Station, so borderline as close as I can possibly be to Crusader. After you guys have arrived here, click your contracts menu and then go to where it says verified in the top left and click it. That's going to turn it into unverified, and these missions are, yes, illegal. That means doing any of these missions will result in you guys getting a crime stat, making it to where you guys are going to be either hunted by players, or you cannot land at places like Seraphim Station, Crew 1, or any of those, and you guys can be persecuted. What you need to do is you need to find the guy that says VAUGHN, okay? You're going to get a beginning mission that should basically say an introductory. It'll pay about 20,000 aUEC. After that, and completing that mission, you will do a simple task. That mission is a 26,000 aUEC payout. After you guys do that one, he's going to give you a mission that's 32,000 aUEC payout. Then he's going to give you a 41,000. Then he's going to give you a 60,000. And then he's going to give you guys the famed 83,000 aUEC missions. The 83,000 and then the 118,000 are the best missions you guys can possibly do on Star Citizen, and I'm going to show you why. These two missions can result in not only paying you guys 83 or 120k, but they also can spawn high tier ships that have high tier loot on them. But first off, you guys are going to only want to accept the missions that are on asteroids around Yela. You guys can see right here that it says expect to encounter Vlad Aguirre aboard a heavily armed vessel near an asteroid mining base, and accompanied by some of the most highly seasoned pilots that can be hired. Now, that sounds like it's been nerfed to me, or more or less that these are some of the most highly seasoned pilots. It's going to be pretty dangerous. You guys can see with the 118k mission, it says there's a cave near Daymar. All you're going to do is accept that mission and then press abandon it. That's going to make it to where you guys do not get it, because you do not want to go to the cave near Daymar. And the reason is because if you are in atmosphere, what will happen is when you shoot these people down, their ships will hit the ground, explode, and you will lose absolutely everything. After acquiring this next mission, I could go ahead and press the maps here and zoom out. This is new flavor text that we have not had before, and you guys can see that, wow, look at that. There's mining bases all over these areas now around Crusader, and look at that. Mining base 51F OGH. That looks like to me it's in the middle of nowhere and not even affected by Yela or Selin. Maybe it's on the crime stat around Crusader. So before we even take down the Comrade, I'm going to fly over there and see if we will get a crime stat for taking these guys out. Arriving at the target's location, you guys can see in the top left corner of my screen, there's an eyeball icon. That means that the comma rate is up. I do not know which comma rate actually pertains to this specific area, and I wonder if that's something that they implemented so that you guys will always get a crime stat from doing VAUGHN missions. What I could say is it's possibly the comma rate ST2, and that could be what it is that's actually making us have the eyeball icon here, but it also could be Yela or Selin, as we are pretty close to each of them. I feel like we're a little bit closer to Selin, so my bet would be there, but also I want to see if these mining bases have things of their own. It doesn't look like there's any other comrades that are like flying around here. So guys, I guess it would just have to be the one around Crusader, but that makes it a little bit crazier. I think there's only one solution to this problem, and boys, that's for me to get a crime stat. I want to see if I actually do get one, or if it's a little bit bugged and says that there's an eyeball icon even though we're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what the result will be, but I do know that this looks a little bit fun. I am worried that the asteroid base is actually going to have turrets though, because it says go to an asteroid base to find the target. Now it says new objective to scan the target. You're going to hold tab, let go, and that is how you guys will find the bad guys. Instantly, we could see that there is a Corsair around here, meaning that there is a Corsair as a bad guy. To the left, it looks like there's another Corsair and another Corsair, so 3 of them is a little bit scary. If you guys want to know exactly what they have on their ship, well, you're in luck. I'm going to show you guys how to see if a mission is worth doing before you even have to start. All you have to do is fly towards the ship and press V on your keyboard, V as in veterinarian, and that is going to make it to where your scan mode is enabled. I am also going to go ahead and turn on this hand cam for you guys. Shout out ThrustMaster. Thank you very much for sending one over my way. If you guys would like to pick one of your own up, make sure to click the link in the description. Very amazing joystick. I'm going to hold my trigger now so that I can see if this ship has anything on it. And just like that, we have scanned it. I'm then going to hold F and scroll wheel up a little bit so we could zoom in, and left click cargo. You guys can see that that is Vlad right there, and it doesn't have anything else in his vehicle bay. That means that there's nothing else there. Some people will say that make sure to scan again or blow up the ship and then check it out because there could be stuff in it. But what I have noticed is if there are passengers in there and it lists any of the passengers' names, then you guys will end up not actually having any cargo in there if it's not showed in there. These 83k missions do spawn 3 enemies, as the 118k missions do have a chance at spawning 4, so just be very, very careful. And it is really nice to see that there's 3 Corsairs here. Those are ships that all can have loot on them, as well as they do pack a punch, so be very, very careful. We can go ahead and see that there's 16 processed food, 11 Altrucia toxin, and just 1 SU of distilled spirits. That is absolutely nothing to us. We do not even want to bother getting that. So let's go over to the 3rd ship and see if he has anything worthwhile as well. Scanning the 3rd ship, I can see that it has a little bit of neon, so that's good to see. And it has 4 SU of neon, some scrap, some processed food, and distilled spirits. Now, that is nothing that we want. In total, maybe there's about 80 to 100k worth of stuff here, but that's not good enough for us, boys. If you guys want to make those millions per hour, then this is the method for you. Go back to contracts, the accepted mission, and press abandon. That is going to make it to where you no longer have the mission. You're going to click unverified again, and then you're going to go back and see if you have an 83k. Now, this is a research outpost on selling. We don't want to do those. Again, remember, guys, you want only the asteroid missions. So we said no to that 83k. There's 118k. We're going to go ahead, accept that one, and someone actually got it before us. So accept it, abandon it. It's that simple, guys. You guys can see when I go to reputation here, even if reputation did matter, you guys can see that I'm completely still maxed out on VAUGHN. If you accept the mission and abandon it, you do not lose anything. While I wait for the next VAUGHN mission, I would like to show you guys the best loadout you guys can have for your Galderin repeaters. You guys can see right here, I have 69 shots per weapon, which is absolutely amazing. And if we go over here to see power management, you guys can see that I only have that many pips on my weapons. Normally, you do not have 69, so that's a little bit crazy to see. I feel like that is an error, but you're going to go ahead and turn off your coolers. Your coolers shouldn't have to do anything in the game. We'll see. Maybe 4.1 has added something, or maybe I have completely screwed you guys up. I do apologize. Let's make sure that our life support is on. I think it is, and we're just going to use the rest of our pips to power our guns, engines, and our shield generators. I think our life support is on, so we should be good. And wow, look at that. Maybe people were right. They completely upgraded the weapons. I would like to see how these work in a mission, because now having 131 per thing, look how long we get to hold the trigger for, guys, and just absolutely use these weapons. This is why I recommend not even using ballistics anymore, but we will see, because maybe with more ammo, the weapons are a lot worse. That's absolutely goated, guys, and look how fast it charges back. You're able to destroy any ship in the game in mere seconds, I would assume, if the weapons do the same amount of damage as they used to. Clicking on my unverified mission thing again, it looks like we have 16 missions, so we should have an 83k. Looks like it's another cave on Daymar. We've only been here for about 2 minutes, nothing bad at all, and there should be another 118k mission. We've only been here for a total of about 2 minutes, so guys, these missions do come back pretty fast. Just keep on exiting and then opening your Moby Glass again. I'm pretty sure if you guys switch between contracts and maps and stuff like that, it doesn't actually show you the missions. And just be as fast as you guys possibly can, because other players can take these missions, so make sure to grab them before they do. Would you look at that? I found a 118k mission that is asteroids around yellow. We're going to make sure we are tracking that because, boys, asteroids are still in the game. What I'm thinking this implements is that when you see the mining bases like R75, Z48, whatever those places are, I think what that kind of makes it now is that players are able to go there even if they haven't unlocked VAUGHN missions. That way other people can say, you know what, I know someone's around this asteroid base or something. I'm going to go ahead and try to find them myself rather than even trying to, you know, accept a VAUGHN mission. They might just go straight up to those asteroids and try to poach them or pirate them like stuff used to happen. If you guys remember the missions that were in Pyro where you would pay 200k to locate a mission, but people would just pull up there and find it anyway even if they didn't pay 200k, I feel like it's that kind of situation. You guys can also see that we are around yellow now, and the top left of our screen does indeed have that eyeball icon. That means that no matter what, if I kill any of these guys here, I am going to gain a crime stat. But guess what? For the sake of the video, I'm going to do it because I want to see if players are actually hunting other players currently in the verse. It looks like we are here and about 13 kilometers away. We see some ships. First one's being 2 Carracks. Oh my gosh, that's a little wild, boys. 3 Carracks. I'm starting to wonder if there's actually a glitch happening in VAUGHN missions, because why in the world are we getting so many similars of the same ship? Now, if you guys have done VAUGHN missions before, I will say that I've got a bunch of ships that are similar, like the C2s, M2s, A2s. You can get like each of those variations, or maybe 2 Constellation Tauruses and stuff like that. But it is a little bit wild to see 3 Carracks. That seems like it might be even too hard to do as a mission. But there's another thing I would like to tell you guys. It looks like the other ships, the Constellation Tauruses, have actually been fixed. If you guys are VAUGHN mission enjoyers, you guys will know that the bottom of these Constellation Tauruses, Andromedas, Phoenixes, all those things have actually had their cargo bays broken. They would not have a cargo bay at all. It would be like a blank space, and they wouldn't have elevators. They wouldn't have any of that. It was super, super weird whenever you would encounter one of these, because it just couldn't spawn anything on it. Just by looking at it in the top right of my screen, I think I saw that it has a cargo bay now. But let's go ahead and try to search. Never mind, guys. I am completely mistaken. You guys can see that it is the black pit right here under it. Nothing in that cargo bay in the Andromeda. How sad. Let's go ahead and scan this next Carrack to see if it has anything on it. I am itching, boys. It has been a while since I've done VAUGHN missions, as well as found one that's been really amazing. So let's go ahead and see. Looks like they have a bunch of different people on them. They have 128 quartz, some tungsten, some iron, some corundum, some copper, scrap, and titanium. I personally do not see the need in grabbing any of those. They don't really sell for too much unless crafting becomes very valuable, or if the new patch 4.1.1 has released any of those, making them even better. Guys, I'm sorry, I didn't pick them up. That's my bad. I would really hate to see an update that says quartz is like super expensive now, and I just passed up 128 of it. Looks like we have iron, corundum, copper, tungsten, scrap, titanium, quartz. Very, very similar to the other ones that we just scanned as well. We're going to go ahead and see this next one. Guys, it might be a time where VAUGHN missions are not as good as they used to be, but I will say, it's about time that, one, either they get nerfed, or two, if it's just a little bit harder to find stuff. So we might just be in an unlucky spell. Looks like there's 130 titanium, copper, scrap, corundum, quartz, iron, tungsten. Looks like they're all about the exact same stuff. But I will tell you, we did find 4 neon on that first VAUGHN mission that we were going to do, which means that drugs can still spawn. I would say, guys, after about 10 minutes of recording here today, it's still very much worth it to keep checking those ships out, because they definitely can still have drugs. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, see if there's another 118k. It's around Daymar. Don't really need it. Don't really want it. What about the 83k? It says near mining base. I mean, we already established that we can go do these mining base missions, and they look pretty fun. I would love to give one of those to you guys in the video today. I can already see it. A really high paying out mining base mission. A new one in 4.1.1. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. Let's go ahead and see. I'm pulling up to the next mission now, and you guys can see in the top left of my screen, there's no comm array. There is some thunder and stuff going around, though, in space, making it look very, very scary. And you guys can see we're a little bit closer than the other mission was. So right here in between, what is it, Crusader and Yella is where we are, which being closer to Crusader, being closer to Yella than even that mission, it's a little bit weird that we don't have the comm array actually trying to ping our location. I will say, though, guys, it looks like there is another Karak, so that's really awesome. Ooh, we have a MISC ship. These usually have almost nothing on them. And then we have a Guardian. So what you guys are going to see is that if you get a ship like the MISC or a Cutlass Black or something like that, you will result in having your other ships being small as well. But at least the target ship is a Karak. That means that there is still a possibility that this ship is good and it has a lot of stuff on it. I'm going to go ahead and fly to it right now. And also, for some of you guys that are thinking, dang, he's just doing 3 missions and checking them out and there's been nothing yet. Well, guys, I'm trying to give you guys the most authentic possibilities that I can. I want to show you guys a video of what exactly it's like to do these VAUGHN missions, and not every time you get lucky, and that it takes a little bit of time sometimes. But in the end, it has always been profitable for me. So not only is it like, it's not like every video I make, I'm like, oh, dude, I just got the best loadout ever, first try, whatever, and then people are like, dude, I never get luck or anything like that. Well, guys, I'm out here and I'm doing multiple runs per thing to find the right one. Looks like we have iron, Terranite, quartz, gold, and neon. I will tell you guys right now, Terranite's actually pretty good. So let me go ahead and show you something real quick. You guys can see that I am on a website called SC Trade Tools. This is what I prefer to use to find where you can sell commodities and also how much they sell for. Click this button in the middle that says best buyer. Then you guys can type in Terranite or whatever resource you're trying to sell. The amount is 32 because that's how much is on the ship. Press submit, and that's how much you guys are going to be making. Selling all 32 SU of this to Orison, which is on Crusader, right near where we are, is going to net us about 300,000 AUEC. But right under that, taking only about a 20,000 AUEC price cut, is Grimhex, which is very close by and really easy to sell to. Remember, the #1 tip in VAUGHN missions is to make sure that you guys are shooting whoever does the most damage to you and destroying them first. You guys can see the Hurricane in front of me. That's the correct name. I remembered now. The MISC isn't going to do a bunch, but he still does a lot. And the Star Runner, the Mercury Star Runner, isn't really that crazy either, even if they have fully powered guns compared to if we go ahead and look at the Karak. The Karak is one of those ships that does so much damage to you so fast because it has its turrets all on the sides and they just do not stop shooting you. Especially with how these missions are panning out with reading the flavor text and all the stuff they have, it might be a little bit dangerous to do this mission if we do not take this guy out first. I'm going to go ahead and enable that hand cam for you guys so you guys can see absolutely everything that I'm going to be doing with my movements. Like I said, thank you to ThrustMaster for supporting me, guys. And remember, this video is not sponsored, but it does include my opinions. So if you guys really do like how the thing looks or like how I fly, make sure to check them out. The #1 way to take out any ship in a VAUGHN mission or ERT, whatever it is to get behind them, wait a second to match their speed or match their angles, and then take them out. You guys can see that it's going to start moving down now. I'm going to begin shooting. We can see on the right side of our screen that we actually have taken out the back of his ship already, and we're going to continuously fire at the same spot. That way, we can knock this guy out as fast as possible without taking any risks. He's very red already, and guys, our shields are almost down. It looks like we've got nerfed a little bit. Maybe they've buffed the enemy ships as well. It's looking a little scary. So we're going to begin shooting again like this. They're taking a lot more shots than I think, guys. I'm already red. I've already lost my front shields. How is this Karak doing that? Looks like we have destroyed him. It's looking really good. We could go ahead and press J, maybe shoot out some chaff and stuff, or noise, whatever it is, and see if these guys can't kill us. But oh my gosh, it looks like they're doing a lot of damage. I'm going to turn around this way, which is a little bit dangerous. They will be able to shoot our front, but I'm going to try and get these guys as well. It looks like they have a lot of bullets now, and they do a lot of damage, boys. These VAUGHN missions are no joke any longer. Looks like we took out the next guy, and we could go for the MISC now too. You guys can see that, yes, our shields were taken down, but they're not doing a crazy lot of damage to us, and we're able to destroy them in a mere matter of seconds, especially having this much ammo now. The next ship would be what? The Star Runner? Yeah, he's over here to the right, and it looks like he was so far away, he's not even actually going to bother us yet, which is really good. Or maybe he's not even part of this mission. I have no idea. You guys can see the ship looks a little bit broken. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to go check it out. Also, we did not get a crime stat for doing the mission, boys. I am very, very happy to say that not all of these asteroids really give you a crime stat, so that's cool. Make sure to check it out in the top left of your screen to know if you have a crime stat, or bottom left if you have a crime stat or not. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is parking. I'm going to go ahead and press this awesome button here on my amazing joystick. And look at that. Our entire ship is going to open up. I'm going to hold Y and jump out of my seat. This is where we're going to find all of the loot that we're going to be selling, and we're going to be storing it in the back of our ship right over here. Looks like someone's been smoking a little bit of maize in here as well, but not really that big of a deal. Looks absolutely awesome, boys. I am going to go ahead and actually do display info 1, see what our frames are looking like around this asteroid base, because it's not like we're just in dead space anymore. I am getting about 92 frames, which is really good, about 85 when I look at the ship, so that's not bad. What about when I look over here? We're getting about 87, about 89. Doesn't look bad at all, boys. Still looks like a very good place to fight. I know some people actually really do enjoy their VAUGHN missions just because they don't have to deal with FPS issues, planet side, or anything like that. They're able to just completely do what they want to do in space and get that high FPS as well. We're going to look for this Tyranite now. We don't need iron. We don't need placeholders, whatever those are. Those look a little crazy. And quartz here too. We're going to move this out of the way. And this is why a lot of people don't like doing VAUGHN missions with Carax. If you guys are seeing what's happening right now, it basically is like at a weird angle where you can't pull it out. Even if you like put it back on the grid, it still gets weird. You have to kind of orient it to be a little bit sideways, but it's hard to do that just like this and then pull it out, and that's how you guys can get rid of some of these. And it can be quite annoying, especially if you're in a pinch. And for example, with the new stuff of the players being able to actually target you bounty hunting again, it's going to make it a little bit frustrating to loot these Carax. You're going to have to get someone that's really good at it. They do a lot of VAUGHN missions and stuff like that so that you guys aren't getting screwed over. I'm going to go ahead and take all this out and load it into the ship and see you guys in just a second. I think I accidentally full deathed the other guys, which is really unfortunate, but that's completely fine. I'm going to press F2 now, go over to Grimhex, and look at that, boys. I've been recording for so little amount of time that it's kind of insane that we're already going to be making 300K now. I could go ahead and try to find other missions that pay a lot, and it's going to be awesome. This is probably the best, most consistent money method in Star Citizen, and we didn't even break the law, one, and we didn't even get illegal goods. We're going to make 300,000 aUEC, about 380K or so, or 370, without even having to step foot on a criminal area, worrying about much because of that no crime stat in that location. So I'm very excited about that, and I think VAUGHN missions are, I think it's a little bit of a buff, boys. I'm not going to lie. I think VAUGHN missions have been buffed. If you've never parked at Grimhex, it's really easy once you get the hang of it. You need to go where the back is kind of blown out. Pause. That was crazy to say. Also, I think I'm dead. Wow, what a fade right there. That got a little bit too close for comfort. If you guys see that, make sure to put a W in the comment section because that was a little bit dangerous. I also will say my FPS feels really good. Now, the beginning of patches usually can result in good FPS, but there could be game-breaking bugs like not being able to quantum, you can't use your Moby Glass, certain things like that. But usually the beginning patches are very, very good because you don't have to deal with everybody's ships being parked in random spots. What will happen is when a new patch is out, people really aren't parked in random places anymore. Those ships got deleted and all that stuff. So it's really easy to play the game at the beginning, and I highly recommend you guys do that, as well as the Idris is actually at Area 18. So I need to make my way over there and make a whole video about that because that sounds like a whole lot of fun. I will also say the best way of parking is going to be flying in directly straight and then pointing your ship over right here. You can do it a little bit differently where you park with the back over here, but I think it's just easier this way. and then land your ship sideways. Remember to press I to turn off your engines. If you guys don't, there is a chance your ship can miraculously start floating in the air, and that is never a good sign. Let's pull out our max lift tractor beam, or you guys could use the tractor beam that comes on the Taurus. And let's go ahead and open that door. Another little quick tip is if you guys saw me go backwards on that ladder, never face the ladder and go down. If you guys go backwards, you can actually skip the animation and you don't have to climb the ladder, making it a little bit faster. Those are things that I feel like add to the money methods and just making sure that you're min-maxing at least a little bit of stuff, right? We're not out here making sure it's like every 2 seconds we're checking a mission or doing certain things and making it to where we're making the most amount of money possible per minute that we're spending playing Star Citizen, but we're also not slacking at all. That's why I really like the VAUGHN missions. I feel bad that I've been putting out so many of the VAUGHN mission videos, but it's just they differ every single patch, like I said earlier in the video, and they're really, really important for the state of the game, because not only is it showing us how ship combat is, but it's showing us NPCs as they get better or if they get worse, as well as different bugs that can happen with those. Or even, look at this, different bugs with the Freight Manager. Looks like it's erroring up a little bit. Go to the Freight Manager right here. We're going to press F on it. Says that both of our 16 SCU things are there. We're going to transfer it to the warehouse now. Make sure to stay in this menu. If you do not stay in this menu, there's a chance you can lose everything. So just really, really, really stay here. Wait a couple seconds. Both of those things have been transferred. If you leave this hangar, it might store your ship, so just be careful about that. If you guys have anything on there, make sure to store your ship before leaving the hangar. If you do not, there is a chance you could lose anything on there that you don't want to lose. Bikes, stuff like that. The bikes should be saved, but there is still a chance that they won't. We're going to exit through the elevator here, and I'm going to show you guys how to sell once we get to the main lobby. After exiting the elevator, make sure to go to where it says elevators here with the ASOP terminals. Go all the way to the back where you guys can see the Grim Hex sign, which is really awesome. I think there's a YouTuber that has a neon sign of that in his backdrop. I really want that. It looks so clean. Take the left elevator. It really doesn't matter which one you take, but for the sake of simplicity, I always say take the left elevator. That way I can give you guys directions when we step off of it and make it a little bit easier for you. After that, take a right, go up these stairs, and then take another left. It looks like Grimhex is very bright nowadays, so I hope that it looks good on recording for you guys. Right here, it says admin in white paint. Make your way over here. It's going to have an open neon sign with some arrows pointing at it. Walk in, and right here, there are 4 commodity shop kiosks. It looks a little too bright for my comfort, actually, now, boys. I think that's a little annoying, but oh, as I said that, it fixed it. We're going to click Grim Hex right there because our stuff is in there. We're going to press max, and we're going to sell it for 295,000 aUEC. With a total of about 378k made today, counting the mission, it looks like it was very prosperous, and that means, what, taking less than 20 minutes to do, you guys can do 3 of those missions in an hour, making it to where you guys can make $1 million an hour. Remember, we actually skipped 2 other missions and didn't do them because it wasn't going to result in any money for us. But guys, you can get even luckier. Instead of getting 32 SUs a Terranite, you could get 32 SUs a Maze and turn out to make about, what, like 6 million aUEC or something crazy like that. So make sure to try this method out yourselves as well. My name is Kabutops. If you guys want to win any of the future giveaways, as well as we are going to be doing a crazy video in the future, I'm going to be spending my entire YouTube paycheck on Star Citizen ships, guys. It's gonna be over $1,400 in Star Citizen ships. Look out for that video in a couple days. It's gonna be nuts. Make sure to leave a like. Join the Discord if you guys want to play with anybody. And in future videos, we're gonna be bringing out that Star Lancer tech. So if you guys want to group up with me on a video, make sure to join that Discord, as I'm gonna be picking random people from Discord and stream to do that in as well. Have a great day. My name is Kabutops, and adios. Goodbye. Bye.